Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? All right, Tim Gendron, Field General Manager this weekend. Tim, fantastic rendition. Thank you so much. That was awesome.
Tim Gendron with an outstanding rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner. Welcome to the 2018 Travis Roy Foundation Wiffle Ball Tournament Championship game. And we've got a 6-time finalist, now the 6 times Staten Island Yankees against a second-time finalist and never a champion, the Blue Bulls. There's Staten Island will have Vinnie Tremarco leading off, followed by Matt Long, Alan Rigotti, Joey Rigotti, Dan Woodford, Tim Long, Eric Long, Anthony Tremarco, and Joey Tyrone. Rich Colburn will play first base. And, of course, Vinnie Tremarco will lead it off, batting left-handed in honor of the late teammate Tommy Long. Ben Harvey on the mound for the Blue Bulls. Ben's first championship game appearance. And Tremarco looking to get on base, ahead in the count 3-0. Harvey finds his first strike of the game. Swinging and missing Tremarco, and Harvey gets right back in it. Count now full at 3-2. This one's punched back to the mound. Harvey flips it easily to Ali Skelly at first for the first out. Matt Long steps in for Staten Island. Long's walk-off homer pushed Staten Island past the Crusaders in the wild card playoff round to jumpstart their team to get here. Harvey 1-1. This one's punched foul. Travis Roy almost making the play, wheeling by. Tip of the hat to our Sportsmanship Award winner, Mike Moshevitis, Mojo. Thanks for joining us online. Joined by our ace color analyst for the final for the second year in a row, Travis Roy. Give me a second to get the headset on, Trav. Here, just a second. Now you're good, Trav.
Hello out there, everybody. Thanks for joining us here at the championship game. We got a good one here tonight, huh?
Yes, we do. Top seed and an upstart 7th seed, and going down on the strikes is Matt Long. you're totally biased in this game, even though there's blood on the mound right here. It's Travis' cousin Ben Harvey dealing.
It's yeah. I mean, first of all, Joey Tyrone.
He's more of a brother. Yeah, I gotta be. Yeah.
I mean, the Staten Island to be here again, it blows my mind.
How about that?
And then
17 straight years.
it's
It's
unbelievable, and I to the listeners out there, I'm not gonna lie, I like seeing some a new name go up on the rock. So it will be we got two big things. We got a team going for the first for four. Is that right?
That would be the first. That's a good point, Trav. Excellent point.
It will be the first to go.
The first time a team has been here 6 times in the championship game. 3-3 so far. 2-3. Beg your pardon.
Their statistics are incredible.
This one hit off of Harvey, flipped to first. Oh, Skelly can't hang on. And you don't want to allow Rigotti to reach, but he does.
Fatigue starts playing a pretty big role at this point. Legs are tired, arms are tired, brains are tired.
And Staten Island has played the extra game. The Blue Bulls had the bye.
That's a factor too.
It could be a factor.
They talk about the legs.
Yeah.
The pitching, yeah, they're moving their arm, but it's the leg fatigue that's
right
down the mound.
Right. Joey Rigotti at the plate, cleanup hitter. 2 outs, 1 aboard. Brother Allen at first. Harvey dealing. And you saw the semifinal down at Little Wrigley. We did have cameras on both games, Travis.
The quality of the baseball from opening pitch to the last pitch thrown here is obviously everybody gets a little bit better every year, but boy did we take a jump this year.
How about that? In so many one-run games, so many low-scoring last at bat deciding the games. Decisions in games this year was tremendous. I know that Alabama Yellowhammers are tremendous to reach the semis in their second year, ran out of gas. So this one hit well to center, but Patrick Collins there to make the catch for the out. But Alabama kind of ran out of gas, but what a great run they made to the championship game. And, that's the one blowout was the 9-1 semifinal win by Staten Island.
Who did they play in that one?
Yes.
Oh, who'd Staten Island play in that
Alabama, the Yellowhammers.
Oh, they did that big. I'm sorry.
And they got away from them late. There was a grand slam by one of the Longs and by Matt Long, and they were in it early, no question about it.
It was kind of fun to have a lot of Rutland roots down there on that lower field.
I mentioned that the Rutland County Championship
That's
down
right.
below. Yeah. And here's Ali Skelly, first baseman for the Blue Bulls at the plate.
So I just got to say I was tardy because you just want to say thank you to everybody, but I'm watching our concessions groups start to load up their, they've been here for 3 days.
Especially the sausage guys. Those guys.
Sausage guy and Matt at the
Matt.
it's
Tad Skelly. Bang that one foul. Excuse me, Trav.
No problem. And Scooter and Kathy. I mean, they've been here for so long and the hours they put in. So I just had to go over and just give a thank you to them before I got to the booth.
And your Greek guy was here.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Mr. Chen. We got
Mr. Chen as well. Tad Skelly at the plate informed that he's got 3 home runs here in the tournament, sitting on 49 for his career. The one and only Jeff Rudberg passed along that information.
Unmatched. Nobody is even close.
Not at all.
He's got Gretzky numbers.
Yeah.
For this tournament.
He did go deep in the quarterfinals here. I didn't see down below. Did go deep with a bullet in the quarterfinals. And does it again here.
There it is.
With a solo shot to start things off. Tad Skelly with a line shot home run. There's number 50 in his career here at the Travis Roy Foundation Wiffle Ball Tournament. And that, if we had the exit velocity on that, Trav, that had to be over 100.
He'll catch you. And I respect Joey T to pitching to him. Obviously his stats are legendary. It could be real easy to walk him, But I think there's a lot of gentleman like etiquette going on here,
Yes, there is.
and I appreciate that some of these guys with ridiculous stats, they don't just throw 4.
Right. And I know Dan Woodford has been on fire in the playoffs. He had 2 two-run homers in the previous game, hit a couple of home runs earlier in the one of the playoff games here as well. Hit one down below. I think he's got at least 4 or 5 in the tournament himself for Staten Island. They used the long ball to put away Alabama. It wasn't, like I said, Kyle Reeves, their pitcher, kind of ran out of gas. This one to right field, and Rigotti right there for the catch. Ben Harvey retired, the Blue Bulls pitcher.
That's what happened. They don't only run out of gas. I mean, it's bone dry.
Yeah.
The energy that these guys have left.
Justin Lawrence at the plate. Now, I know the Collins brothers are from the Rutland area. I'm not sure of I know the Skellys are not.
Skelly's are originally from the Holderness, New Hampshire area.
I'm not sure Justin Lawrence and Jamie Leake and guys like that are where they're from.
Justin Lawrence is certainly a Rutland boy.
Is he okay?
And Dr. Porter is a Rutland boy.
Okay.
And they got it.
Oh!
Wow.
Right there. Welcome aboard to
Wow, not even a bobble.
Joey Rigotti. Just scalded right at him for the 3rd out of the inning. Solo homer by Tad Skelly, his 50th of his career. 1-0.
As good as the pitching is, there's enough hitting. I do not expect this to be a 1-0 game.
No, not at all.
One run is not
I think we've had our share of those already.
Yep.
We're going to see a replay on this.
You're not going to.
On a line shot to third base, I believe. Yes.
And he was in on that.
It comes at you quick. Here's Dan Woodford at the plate. Takes a strike from Harvey on the outside corner. Swinging strike for strike 2. Swinging strike for strike 3. So Harvey not pitching around Woodford, although he threw him a couple out of the zone. Danny chased him and gets the big strikeout. Shutdown inning imperative for the Blue Bulls after putting one on the board. And talk about exciting people here in the ballpark, Travis. I don't think there's anybody more excited than Ned Corkery, the director of wiffle ball operations. That's what we call him now, not general manager or nothing like that.
You gotta just love the smile and the attitude, and he takes it serious.
He certainly does. We had him on he wanted to come on after the the first round game, the quarterfinal game. So we let him come on for a couple of minutes. Never knew where that one was going to go, but Ned was very excited, and it was great. It was tremendous. Sporting the Hartford Whalers hat.
It's funny every year. Things happen that it's certainly noteworthy, and I'm going to lead you into the second one.
Oh, this one drops for a base hit. Excuse me, Trav.
I think we had our first woman to hit a grand slam.
Is that right?
That happened down below. That was on the Comets Express. And then I think we had our first ever triple play, unassisted triple play.
Second, Pat said the second.
Oh, the second.
The second
okay.
ever. And that was, yes. Oh, was it Mia Vecchione with the grand slam, or?
It was Michael Vecchione's girlfriend, Hannah.
Hannah.
Yep, Hannah. Hannah got it done. And then
it was Allie Bosley, yes,
Allie,
with the unassisted
your
triple.
daughter.
You know, it's funny. I didn't think it was a first. We'll lead into this in a minute as Eric Long is at the bat. It was because of she hit the runner going back to first. I thought it was a 6-3. I thought the last out was recorded 6-3. I didn't realize she hit the runner. So that is her put out from shortstop. Okay, only a wiffle ball that would happen.
Yes.
Ooh, they knocked down the middle runner for the big second out on the fielder's choice.
That's a big out there.
But yeah, pretty proud of that moment. Her and I'm not sure about next year, Trav, for her. Woody Woodford will run at first base. She may have to be in Milwaukee more next summer than expected to take a class. So.
You may leave the nest, but you never fly the family.
That's it. So
Yeah, she's been out here since day one. I'm not trying to think.
10 years old, actually.
10 years old.
Yeah. And this one flipped alley, Skelly alley with the catch for the third out. So Harvey does get the shutdown inning, nothing across for Staten Island in the second. We go to the bottom half of the second. Blue Bulls leading 1-0.
So and we don't keep track of attendance, but judging by the amount of trash that's been collected this weekend, and the weather obviously being gorgeous, and the food that was sold, we have. Yes, we got to replay here?
Replay here on the ball on the force play at second. Huge play by the Bulls, a big out. Corey Himmer at the plate. And the other thing, too, with the weather being great, the parking lots weren't an issue as far as swamping.
It's our biggest fear.
Yes, it is. Colburn makes the play on Himmer on 3 unassisted.
We can have a little rain, but we can't lose the parking.
So they were able to extend the parking lots, so those filling up meant more people involved were here. So, yes, trash generated, food sold, parking lots more full. I'm certain it was bigger attendance. It's with 2 less teams, too.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know that we got a drone out here this year, did we? Did we get any aerial
I did
views?
not during the games. I think Eric Schweer had his out here on Friday early.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to kind of get that air.
Oh, this one's hit deep by Collins and gone! Just out of the reach of Eric Long. Patrick Collins, your cousin Trav, other cousin, with a solo home run.
Nicely done, Pat.
I think the
Pat's
next step, and I've got to discuss this with Jeff Rudberg. He and I talked a little about it. We need the fantasy WIFFLE's been tremendous, but we need a way to choose beforehand. As this one's popped up by Dr. Porter for the second out of the inning. A way to have a like a bracket pool beforehand. You can't really have a bracket, but you can pick all 7 division winners. This one, somebody pick all 7 division winners, maybe pick the top 4 and then the top 2 and the champion, and figure out a way to. We've got a year to figure this out, and I think that's another good fundraiser here.
Well, it's fun to make it interactive too
for
those people at home.
Right. Of course, gambling sports is legal right now, so.
That's right. We're gonna have Vegas.
So they get the force Long in the middle after the Ryan base hit. Rudberg retired on the fielder's choice. Solo homer by Patrick Collins gives the Blue Bulls a 2-0 lead as we head to the third.
Pat's a lawyer in the Portsmouth, New Hampshire area.
Oh, no kidding. No kidding. And here's the play at second base to retire Rudberg. And back to live action, Joe Tyrone at the plate. He's Jerry Remy. I'm Don Orsillo. We say that all the time. It's great now that Don Orsillo, Trav, is doing the Padres game. MLB Network will pick up the late games a lot, and you see.
Oh, really?
Don Orsillo. I ended up staying up an hour later just to listen to him.
I love it.
Yeah. One of the nicest guys in the business. And speaking of in the business, we got the hooks in Tom Karen, I think. He's been texting me like 3 or 4 times here yesterday.
Really?
How we doing? How's the money counted? And he gets, did you get 600,000 a day? He asked me, you know.
Well, we know he'll be talking about it.
Yeah.
I can't wait for. Did he wasn't? Yeah, he wasn't at the office today, right?
No, he was with his son, I think. Yeah.
But he'll be back in the office tomorrow night. The Red Sox play tomorrow.
I'm not sure, but he is this
Tuesday.
week. He's back this week. I'm going to try to get some footage down to them.
It'd be
for him
great
to talk about.
But anybody out there that's Red Sox fans, I'd tune in for the pregame.
Right. Well, we get Hall of Famer Jim Rice analyzing his swing. But the raffle, how about the auction, a record $17,000.
It came in from
all over, and great unique gifts. Here's top of the order, Vinnie Tremarco, one of the all-time good guys in this tournament. There's a lot of them. Always great to see Vinnie.
Did you talk about Vinnie's marriage proposal?
I did not. What do we got, Trav?
I might mess this up. I'll leave it there.
Okay, all right.
I'm d-
Log on to Vinny's Facebook page to
Yeah,
find that out
exactly.
later on. I know my daughter is Facebook friends with him. I'm not sure of that. Although I'm glad to hear he's engaged.
Well,
They're going to be
I
engaged.
I get Vinny and the Longs mixed up, so I got to make sure I get the right person.
All
So
right, all right.
I may have messed that up to all the Staten Island people watching. Sorry about that.
Well, welcome, Matt Riegert. Matt and Michelle is his wife.
Yes.
Yeah, they couldn't make it this weekend because Michelle, very, very pregnant and had the baby this afternoon, baby girl. So Larry Riegert, another grandfather
Family.
again. Yeah.
Football family got bigger.
Popped out and running to second, the extra base. Porter didn't throw it at him. Tremarco, of course, tags and moves up. But they get the out on a great play by Porter, the catcher, behind the plate. Can steal an out that way, and he does. Here's Alan Rigotti.
So Bruce, I'm kind of wandering around all weekend and get to greet people and thank people, but have you done every game, Bruce? Did you get
All but a half of one.
Oh, but a half.
Yeah, I did go down to see my daughter play. I saw the triple play.
Oh, you did?
I did get to see that.
Talk about running a marathon, Bruce.
Yeah. Hey, this is fun,
I don't know how you got a voice left.
I took tomorrow off from work. So inning continues. Rigotti hits this one to center, and there's Collins. Skelly can't hang on. Ball drops for one run. No further advance. And Staten Island is on the board. Gift run there on the error by Collins.
I'll be losing sleep over that one. I don't know what. I don't think we probably got the stats available, but is this the Blue Bulls' third championship?
I think it's their second.
Second
Time to the championship. Oh, you beg your pardon. You're right. It is the third. I'm corrected on that. Early years, I didn't. I remember them. The year Tad Skelly went off, they made it. Oh, right there to Lawrence at third, and he makes the play to retire Woodford, the power hitter. They get one, and going to take a look at a replay here first. And there's the dropped pop-up. Collins limited any further damage. Good base running by Staten Island. They didn't try to sneak that one over. Rigotti. Ali Skelly now at the plate. The Polgreens return this weekend. Adam and Sam to the never-ending Cape Cod League Finals. Made it up here. Playoffs.
Does Adam ever chime in here?
Occasionally, yes.
I mean,
Well, Adam and Brian helped me out yesterday, but they had the headsets on. Brian O'Connor, if I haven't missed a game, Brian O'Connor is not either, right?
oh my Lord.
Yeah. Ali Skelly put out here on the strikeout. Matt's wife is Dana, beg your pardon. Thank you, Larry.
Ah, damn that. Well, I gave you confirmation on that. That was my fault. Dana, we apologize.
All I know, one of them is the Pirate Parrot. Michelle is a Pirate Parrot. Okay, right. Larry Riegert. Speaking of which, it was a pleasure to watch my daughter play and broadcast a game, mentioning her name in the as a player out there. But how about Larry Riegert getting to umpire games with his kids and his grandkids in it? How much fun is that?
I love the generational piece
They get Tad Skelly out on the
to
ground
this
in the
event.
second.
We got a lot of dads and moms and kids. I know it brings everybody in.
Here's Ben Harvey at the plate. Here, Ben Harvey lines this one into the screen for a 2-out home run, and he gets the run back. They gave up in the third straight inning with a solo homer. It's Ben Harvey going deep. Former member of the Goodies Pointers.
That's right. He spent some time in the AAA and worked his way up.
The other team that's really great to see, Trav, is the OTL team, the ESPN guys.
Do they have fun or what?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
It's
Ooh, Woodford can't hang on. That's going to be scored a base hit, though. Justin Lawrence will reach.
Yeah, that OTL team, they come in numbers. They got a team in the competitive, the outside line, the OTL, and then the E60 group.
They almost won a game, too. Almost won a game today, I believe, this morning. Talked to Vinnie Tremarco about it. They lost in 8 innings.
What a great
Andy
group.
Tennant with his kids and the rest of the crew. Ben Hauser and his kids. It's just so neat to watch him. Ben Hauser with his daughters wearing the League of Their Own, the old women's baseball, the Rockford Peaches jerseys, replica jerseys, his little daughters. So it's popped up, and Tremarco there.
They're
make the
adorable when
play.
they put those dresses on.
You talk about getting the hooks in the media. Max Brodsky, talk about hook, line, and sinker with him. The first year, remember, he came up to scout it out. He was going to be here one day.
Sorry. Oh, yeah. We gotta do some MVP chat.
Yeah, we do. We
later
keep
on.
that in. Yeah.
My dad was interrupting me there. So I'm sorry, Bruce. You were asking me a question.
About Max, talk about getting the hooks
Oh.
into somebody. Hook, line, and sinker to Max Brodsky.
He came up to scout it that first year. Before
And he
they
was
even
here
did the
one.
piece.
I'm going to be there Friday night. Or really only Friday night.
Yeah.
Sunday, I remember seeing him sitting over here eating a cheesesteak. He'd
He
stayed the
couldn't
whole
leave.
week. He couldn't leave.
Couldn't leave, and he was. I was thrilled for them to come up and
Yeah.
get the footage that they did. Although, what goes into those pieces? I mean,
It's
they had
hours, and they used 10 minutes.
They had
Yeah,
nearly 100 hours of
Yeah.
footage and B-roll, and yeah, they do. They just cut it down to 10 minutes. It would be neat to someday. I know they got to spread it out, but someday I think they'll have to do the.
They have added on to it. He told me they did a second run of it to make it longer, to stretch it out.
Yep.
And that played during the NCAA hockey tournament.
The last 3 years. I
Yeah,
believe.
when the game would go to overtime and they had extra time to slide
Yep,
something
or
in.
between
Or
the first
right,
and second
yeah,
game of the
yeah,
the
right,
the
in
first
between games,
semis.
yes, yeah. Tim Long at the plate, ever dangerous hitter for Staten Island. Big home run against Alabama in the semifinals. But the coverage has been tremendous. The coverage locally has been tremendous. All 3 TV stations yesterday here came to the money count. You mentioned, hey, you ought to come to the money count. These guys text me or email me, when is the money count to come?
I love it.
So
I love it.
they know
No,
how
it's fun
important
to-
things are.
It
Yeah.
was fun to have it here. And again, the wiffle ball's fabulous, but we lost a couple big sponsors, almost $50,000 worth of sponsors.
I remember the first meeting, you guys saying that. Yeah.
And to cover that, we lost 2 teams. We're down from 34 down to 32, and we're at a record total. I mean, it's just.
And the participants really, I think, this had to be the most by participants then.
Clearly.
Fundraising
Yeah.
themselves. There's no question that was.
And
That's where everybody stepped up.
everybody buys in.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's so many teams that have been asking the same
It's
neighbor,
the
the same aunt and uncle, the same.
Right, and I know I've only been in a limited time, mainly with my daughter, but we, the same, import the same list, send it out, and and no problem. People send it in year after year. It's just amazing how, I don't feel bad if they don't, but it's just amazing that they do it each year.
Yep.
Another strikeout, Eric Long on strike. Here's Anthony Tremarco at the plate. So Ben Harvey looking to find his groove on the mound. And of course, the fantasy wiffle has grown, another 15, close to 1,600 raised with
Is that
that.
what it did this year?
Yeah, won by Jeff Rudberg. We're looking into the inside job, although he did take his
Well, I think he bought about 6 teams.
right,
So.
right.
And he loves numbers. He loves
Yeah.
the math.
I was in 5th at one point behind like 4 of his teams.
Who are your pitchers?
I struck gold with Sam Tourney of Junk of the Wind.
Oh, really?
Yes. And I also went with Dan French, who had a much improved tournament.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think if you didn't have Billy Doyle.
Billy
It was
Doyle was a
gonna be
little
hard to win.
expensive, right? It was a little expensive, but I think Jeff had him. Jeff invested in it.
And Ben Harvey, I don't know what
Yeah.
he's going to cost next year.
Oh boy,
but,
oh boy. a few of those guys are really, it's going to be hard to. You're going to have to pick one, and then try to find a bargain.
Right.
Nothing across as Harvey strikes out the side in the fourth. Halfway home in this championship game, the Blue Bulls leading 3-1.
One of the backstories to Ben Harvey's skills and little Travis Green. I say little, he's a big kid now.
And how about Henry Stoll? What have you been feeding him?
I know, but these guys grew up in the first 12 years of the tournament. The Boston Beef would stay at my house.
Yeah.
Well, Ben Harvey was like 5, 6, 8, 10 years old, and he would watch Billy pitch. I think Billy gave him some tips.
No kidding.
And it's no wonder why Ben's as good as he is. He's following a legend. He got tips right from the source. And then Travis Green on the hard shells.
Yeah.
The same thing. He's been getting an education by his cousin Ben, and
yeah, he and Henry really helped that team. I didn't get to say much to Tony. Didn't say hello to Tony McNamara. I just asked him why his hair was looking so much better without being clipped every 5 minutes.
His sort of male pattern baldness that he had shaved into his head last summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Tony's back at the house. I think they're watching on the webcast, and give a little plug to the Tony McNamara Show podcast on iTunes. It's
okay.
If you get a chance, it actually he did a neat 3-part series talking about. Again, he's one of my longest time friends,
yes.
and it was an interesting piece. He talked about the night of my accident, and just the build up and the excitement, and his own personal piece to that, and then I had a neat kind of segment 3 was he and I just talking about the tournament and all that's going on. So
I met one of your, I think it was Matt Caron at Big Fenway Park.
Mark Caron. Yep.
Yeah, that was an interesting, just to listen to you guys go back and forth. At Big Fenway Park, David Ortiz, I remember, hit like his 508th home run that night. I remember those things.
It's amazing how quickly they replaced David Ortiz.
How about unbelievable. That's for another time. How about Tom Caron came on for a bit, and he said, "You're the only person in the media not to ask me about this is the Red Sox best team ever." I go, "Well, we can't talk about it until after the season, Tom, right? Simple as that. Wait till end result." But anyway, nothing across for the Blue Bulls, held scoreless for the first time today. They're running a picket fence up there with single runs in the first 3 innings.
A little team meeting going on here by Staten Island. Try to see if they regroup.
Recognizing the Boston Beef for a record-setting single-team fundraising mark. And I heard there were some late contributions, perhaps 5 figures, raised by Team 814 this afternoon or this morning.
They did some great things, and I think there's going to be. It's fun to have these few guys that are doing as well with Eichel and McAvoy and Grzelcyk, and I think that you got to stay tuned. But I think there might be a chance they might put up a neat auction item or a raffle item on later in the year, meet and greet with McAvoy and Eichel. But we'll see if it comes to be. I should probably be careful. But they're just so.
It's okay to
generous.
tease those things. It's okay to tease those.
Keep an eye out for it.
We'll
see what happens.
We had Charlie on before he had to leave for a few minutes, and it was tremendous. Just the enthusiasm he has. He's the one guy I really didn't know at all because he didn't play on that team in college. And I know I've got to know Danny O'Regan through emails and chatting with him up here. And just tremendous guys. And Jack has always been good to us. But everywhere I heard, how I heard stories. Hey, Charlie McAvoy did this for me. Charlie McAvoy let me take a picture. Charlie, I just heard that up here all weekend long. And I had to thank him for that. And he loved it. He told the whole story about how proud he was to be a BU Terrier, and it just was really neat. And how proud he is to be part of this tournament.
It certainly they give us a lot of attention. I know he sent out a nice text on his social media following, and just nice that they've got an opportunity to do so many things, and for them to support what we're doing, it means a lot.
Yes, yes. And he delivered a check from the New England Sports Network, too, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Neston's been so generous
Yes.
with supporting all that we do.
Especially with TC, the PR leading up to this week. He mentioned it every night with our logo on the pregame shows of the Red Sox, and talked about it. And now he'll help us with the wrap-up. Oh, this one's hit well and taken away, a home run.
Oh, wow.
They advance.
Wow.
Corey
Nice
Himmer with the put out in right field on Alan Rigotti. Tyrone moves to third.
How many outs we got, Bruce?
It's 2 down, runners at the corners. Staten Island needs this to chip away. Tyrone at third, Long at first. Rigotti at the plate after Joey Rigotti after Alan Rigotti robbed of a home run that would have given Staten Island the lead. So I did mention to TC too that Travis Roy Foundation Wiffle Ball Recognition Night was the 23rd, I believe,
At the
of
big
September.
At the big house, the big.
Yeah, at the Big Fenway.
Big Fenway.
Yeah. And he definitely wants to be involved in that to let him know about that.
Oh, that'd be great.
Down, yeah.
Get there a little early and.
Right. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it, Travis. I've got my baseball trips flying out of Burlington the next morning. So.
Boy, we are at a critical point here.
Yes, we are. Big
loaded.
spot. Joey Rigotti with the walk. Long moves to second, and nowhere to put Dan Woodford, who's hit 3 home runs here in the tournament. Harvey gets ahead on the strike, now count 1-1. Woodford has struck out and grounded into fielder's choice so far. Takes a strike in the outside corner. Strike 2.
This is when it gets tense. You can see the players.
Big swing and a miss. And they got him with a breaking ball, Travis. Really nice pitch. That's one of those where you're not going to hit it out of the ballpark, and if he takes it, it's a ball, and they don't mind. We'll get a replay on this. Big strikeout for Harvey. Here's the play, the Himmer robbing of the home run.
One more time, I want to introduce you all the volunteers that are bringing this game this afternoon. Our field manager of the week, Dave Smallwood, scorekeeper Tony Beasy. Out on the scoreboard is Tom Murdoch. Scoreboard remote, Brian Hewitt. Field maintenance,
8 strikeouts for Harvey.
So nice to recognize the people behind the scenes that they're doing here, from announcers to
Bill Livingstone in particular.
that's
It's just, as a volunteer, when you see the players turn around and clap, that makes you really appreciate it,
the respect that goes on out here, both on the field and off in everybody's role. We have so many role players here.
One sponsor we need to get next year is an internet provider. We've got one in mind. This one to third, Skelly. Good hustle, but nice play by Rigotti to make the play at first.
And I think we'll be able to do that. I think that the attention that this tournament keeps garnering, people just want to be a part of it, and companies want to be a part of it.
Well, the service person that came up here today was amazed by it and hung around for a while too. So
nice
don't put that on the clock, but he hung around, so that helps.
Nice to have them see it in action, so
on
they
a
appreciate
Sunday.
what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Ben Harvey swings and misses. That was Tad Skelly put out. As Harvey got Woodford to strike out the end of the 5th, keeping Skelly off the bases. Key too. Harvey with the infield hit. He's got a couple of hits, including a home run. Rich Colburn, excellent at first base, Trav. He's been in all 17 tournaments. Out of Staten Island and lives here in Bolton, Vermont now. Oh, this one's hit well, but off the wall. They throw to second. Safe.
Good base running there. That's a tricky play. That comes back to second pretty quick off when it comes off the wall.
It certainly does. Good instincts. Lefty hitting Corey Himmer at the plate. They shift around for him. Getting on baseball philosophy, Travis, I don't mind when teams shift now. People saying they can outlaw it. I don't think you can do that. Players, other than the pitcher, first baseman, or other than pitcher and catcher, you can stand wherever you want, and you can't change that rule.
You know what? I saw the headline on ESPN today, and I didn't click on it. Yeah. But they said statistically, it's actually not working anyway.
Correct.
Which is great.
Yeah.
I was pleased to see that because I guess you let the game come and go as it does. I mean, but initially I was kind of against it. I mean, I'm a big Poppy fan, so
right.
It took some hits away from him. I know that.
It certainly does. But if the players adjust, they'll adjust themselves. Now the replay here between innings. Adam and Brian wheeling it. This is the play to third. They nail Ali Skelly. Rich Colburn with those big hands, the one-hand scoop.
No, I'm good. Thanks. Appreciate you offering some water, Bruce.
Gone through quite a bit of it over here, as you can see the empty bottles all. Yeah. We had a little bit of rain for a second, and something, it felt good.
Oh, it felt great.
Yeah.
Little misting. It almost looked like it was one of those misters that they do at concerts. It was perfect. Thank goodness for the cloud cover this afternoon.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I got enough sun yesterday, so.
Yeah. I hanging out the edge here. We put your banner up to cut the sun down.
There we go.
I still got it on the arm. Sunscreen, though. I did bring sunscreen. Oh, hustling down to first on the infield hit. Leadoff hitter aboard Tim Long to start the sixth.
Some of these fielding errors, they usually catch up with you.
Yes. That's got to be a bang-bang play there to knock down Long, although he's not the... Well, just put it this way. A couple of his brothers are a lot faster than him.
Uh-huh.
Now here's Eric Long, his brother, at the plate. Yeah, MVP, we got to start thinking about that.
I don't know if Joe Tyrone's ever revealed his age, but he's older than he looks. I know that.
So Eric Long strikes out. Big strikeout for Harvey. That's his ninth. Here's Vinnie Tremarco at the plate.
And talking with Bill Doyle and Will Sleeper and Ben Harvey, I just know how they feel. And they won't sit down in between games because they know if they sit down, everything tightens right up.
Right.
So for Joe Tyrone to still be pitching now, what is this, their 8th game? They get one more?
Yeah.
That is a lot of...
I know last year the Bulls had like the yoga roller to keep themselves loose between games.
Keeping the acids.
Yeah. Another strikeout. That's 10 for Harvey.
I think Ben Harvey, he's got a home run in this game. I think he had a 2-run homer in the semis, didn't he?
He's only given up 2 or 3 runs all tournament, too.
Tournament.
Yeah.
I mean,
consideration.
He will be a strong candidate. Yeah. Tad Skelly, of course, his offense.
Yeah. Billy Doyle, if they'd gone on, would have been. He couldn't keep it. He had 19 strikeouts his first game, 16 the second, 14 against teammate 1-4 today. That's just a phenomenal the round robin play, and he had a couple home runs as well.
We talk about Tad Skelly's offensive numbers in a league of their own, and Billy Doyle again. He just keeps putting up his own numbers that unmatched. So we got some guys closing in on him as far as in recent years, but
Yes.
but he's got a long history of doing what he's been doing.
Swung on and missed. So after the leadoff single by Long, a big shutdown inning by Harvey in the 6th, strikes out the side. He's got 11 Ks now here. And we go to the 6th. The Blue Bulls lead it 3-1.
4 runners up and 2 pitchers. The Blue Bulls have been in the tournament for 60 years. The 2 runner-ups. Fantastic success by both teams.
We got I don't know that we've ever had more experience in a championship game. I mean, I know we've had some matchups with the Beef and Staten Island, but
Well, we had the Beef Staten Island original teams in the quarterfinals and one quarterfinal, and we had the all Rutland semifinal. So some interesting matchups in the playoffs early, I thought. And the Juggernaut's another team that's really starting to get it fundraising-wise.
they sure have.
And the play on the field, I think, helps them, gives them confidence. They want to come here. They want to raise money. They sit for Brett Porter. Leak to gets the force out, and Jamie's kind of hurt with a hammy. They turn the double play.
What a pretty double play that was.
Yeah.
But yeah, J-Mo, that's not the old J-Mo.
One of the first 6-4-3 double plays turned in this tournament. And we can take a look at it. Yes, we are. 5-4-3, beg your pardon. Vinnie Tremarco starts it. Trav, what's next for the foundation? I know you're going to go well over the $2 million mark this year. Funds raised.
Funds raised. I mean, I just cannot believe we're doing that. We moved into a new office in October, and it's just changed the way we're the opportunities that are coming to us and being able to take advantage of them. We've got some full-time staff members that it's nice to get out of my bedroom and start spreading the workload, and still have the great, tremendous support from Henway and Barnes that helps us with all the financial and legal issues and making sure we do things by the board. So foundation is as strong as ever and growing. We're working on a new strategic plan, and it's going to be fun to sort of see some of the jumps we make. We got a new hockey event at the United Center in Chicago. It will be fun. We had taken a hockey event down
you mentioned that.
Madison Square Garden that was incredibly successful. So we got a little bit of a model, and we're going to take it to a few places and see how it does.
So last call here for Staten Island. They've heard that several times in their life, maybe this weekend as well. But Vinnie Tremarco starts things off with the base hit. Matt Long is the tying run at the plate for Staten Island.
It's hard not to just get distracted in the game here.
Yes, it is. Sorry about that. This one to Porter, and he runs it in, and Tremarco can't advance. Huge play by the veteran, Dr. Brett Porter. Alan Rigotti up, lefty pull hitter. Certainly is crunch time here at Little Fenway. Big swing and a miss. Probably a little behind time-wise, but with this kind of riveting wiffle ball, this is great. No swing off the fist. Travis, thanks very much for joining us. And maybe end quick here, so I know you have to get on the field.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
One of the other things I always feel bad for these guys. They're mentally tired, they're physically tired, and these guys will get in cars and drive back to Boston and drive back to New York and get on planes, and they got to show up at work the next day. I mean, it's the commitment that they put forth in this tournament and to the Travis Ray Foundation. I hate to be cliche, but I lose words. I don't know how to express the love and the pride and just the bond that I feel with all
You know,
these
that's
players.
the love and family and all that, but the bond. That's the key word here. They're going to get one at first. Skelly will run it in. Then Staten Island is down to their last out. A nice play there by, as Tremarco moves to second. Tying run at the plate, but with 2 down, it's Joey Rigotti. Staten Island has done it before, gone to their last out, especially in the wild card first round against the Crusaders. And this one, and they do it again. First pitch, 2-run homer by Joey Rigotti. And we're tied at 3. Magic happens, continues for Staten Island.
They never quit. We got drama.
In a tournament full of extra inning games, last at bat wins. We may have another one here, may have one of each. And here's Woody Woodford at the plate. Ben Harvey needs to settle down a bit and not worry about what happened, but what might happen next. So he gets ahead of Woodford using the curveball.
And as you've been saying, Woodford's had a nice run here leading up.
Certainly has had a heck of a tournament. Nice pitch there by Ben with a rise ball. Harvey,
We got
2 and 2.
we got some nervous fans.
Yes, we
right
do.
now.
Yes, we do. Swings and misses to get out of it, but the Joey Rigotti 2-run homer with 2 down makes it 3-3. We go to the bottom of the 7th. We'll take another look at the home run blast by Rigotti, a no-doubter.
Just incredible.
The looks on the faces of the Blue Bulls. But they didn't lose it. They didn't go behind. They just tied it, and the Blue Bulls can walk it off.
They can.
And it's Jeff Rudberg, the odds maker, at the plate. Big swing and a miss there. Joe Tyrone now given new life on the mound. Pop up toward first. Colburn can't grab it. Won't spin back in the high grass. Rudberg with new life. We had a last at bat win last year. The winning run scoring from second. Daring base running by the Buckners. And here's going to be a base hit for Rudberg. Leadoff runner aboard. Number 9 hitter for Jeff Rudberg. Top of the order, Ali Skelly, followed by Tad Skelly. Ali Skelly off the wall. They throw to second. Safe. Safe as the ball bounced in. Good play there by Long in the outfield. Really just had to turn and fire.
Nice. That was a good
Yeah,
play.
Tremarco made a nice play on the bounce, but
That was about 4 feet from being over.
Tad Skelly now at the plate. They're going to talk this over whether to pitch to him or not. Can't tease him outside. He goes to left field as good as anybody.
He's pitching to him. I give him credit. They're pitching to him.
Solo homer to start the game. One batter in for the Blue Bulls. His 50th career home run, 4th of the tournament. Tyrone, a crafty lefty. Ooh, slash foul.
No, you gotta pitch to him because you walk a man, you got a guy on third with no outs. You're really putting pressure on your defense.
One thing if you're ahead, Skelly going for the win there. Tad Skelly with a strikeout, huge strikeout for.
That is a big strikeout. Joey T, not afraid. He went after him.
And here's the pitcher, Ben Harvey, at the plate. He's gone deep today. 2 hits, 2 for 3 for Ben.
I gotta believe his mother and brother are watching in Colorado, and his dad down in Massachusetts. He has put on a performance. It would be fitting if.
So that Andrew was out of town this weekend.
Andrew was out of town.
Yeah, now that you mentioned it, I didn't notice him here.
Like to
Ooh,
say
big swing and a miss.
Say hello to Andrew out in Colorado. He's helped me out the last couple summers.
Yes, he
on my
has.
summer residence out in the lake. Ooh. big swings. They need
big
to
swings
soften
at
up
3
here.
and 2. You know, walk is not bad here for Harvey. Load the bases with 1 out. Outside corner, strike 3. Tyrone came right at him. It caught him looking. So 2 runners aboard for Justin Lawrence. Lawrence. Rudberg at second, Ali Skelly at first. Rudberg, if he scores, the game's over. Lawrence at the plate. Boy, he could cut the tension with a knife here. You could feel it. Tyrone deals. Ooh, big swing and a foul at the plate. Big first strike for Joe.
Might not be a better baseball game in the country than this one
No,
right here today.
not. These guys were watching golf over here during the semis. Oh, big swing and a miss by Lawrence. And Tyrone takes a deep breath.
Big swing. That flag is blowing out.
Yes,
They
it
just
is.
Take it easy. And
This one's hit to third. They flip to third for the force. Good play there by Rigotti. The Rigotti's in. And the first 2 guys get on, but Tyrone, the crafty veteran, pitches out of it. Gets Lawrence, the middle of the order, on the fielder's choice. We go to the 8th. 3 tied at 3-3. It'll be Tim Long, Eric Long, Anthony Tremarco due up for Staten Island. So once again, we will have a last at-bat win in this championship game. Whether it's the visiting team, and then they'd have to hold off the Blue Bulls in the second bottom half, or the last at bat for the Blue Bulls. Tim Long.
there's a little bit of a difference between the bottom half of the Blue Bulls
Yes.
roster batting order versus the Staten Island. It's they are deep.
They are very deep. They're solid. In different ways, too. They may not have the power, but once they get on, they know how to run the bases and take that extra base.
Yep.
Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Another strikeout for Harvey. Minor leagues now, they put a runner on second base. The previous,
is that what they do?
Yeah, to start 10th innings, 10th plus innings. That is seeing excitement at the Vermont Lake Monsters this year. We found.
It's
and they've ended the old 14-inning games that way too. So
it's smart. They, I think all the sports now are realizing that 2 hours, 2.5 hours is all people have got for attention if they want to keep filling the stands.
When you see backup infielders come in to pitch late in the game, it's not good for the sport. So Harvey gets on top, 2 strikes on Eric Long. Swings and misses for yet another strikeout.
Glad they didn't
14 now for Ben.
Glad they didn't take the lights away any too soon.
Yes, exactly.
They could be here a long time.
It could be. I'm ready. Swings and misses. It's Anthony Tremarco at the plate.
I got to believe all of Staten Island's probably tuning in right now.
There we go. There we go. These guys are more popular than the Staten Island Yankees minor league team that doesn't draw very well for such a big area. Ball 1.
Nice pitch there.
Yeah. Blue Bulls walking off the field thinking they might get the call. Harvey not. Takes a deep breath, now delivers. Swung on and missed. Comes back to the curveball. Excellent curveball for Ben today. 15 strikeouts. Middle of the 8th. Tied at 3.
We're going to. I know we're not MLB, but it'd be some of the stats. I'd be curious what the record is for K's in a championship game.
Yeah, I think I remember somebody had 16. One of the might have been Dan French 2 years ago.
Okay.
At 16, I remember keeping the scorecard on that. Rick Milliken of Trader Duke's Hotel in the house with us. Corey Himmer to lead it off for the Blue Bulls, followed by Patrick Collins and Brett Porter. Big swing and a miss. Brendan Collins, now the bench coach, putting Ali Skelly to coach at third. This one's hit well, but not enough. You can see that one die. And with the catch long in center field.
Patrick Collins, he's already got one home run tonight.
Yes, he does. 1 for 3 with that solo shot in the second. Tyrone really settled down, Travis. He hasn't allowed a run since the third. 3 solo homers for the Blue Bulls.
You cannot shake him.
1-1 now to Collins.
One thing that these two teams have in common is they like getting to the ponies.
Yes,
They,
good point. Rutland is closer to Saratoga, and Staten Island hits there on the way up too. So.
And the Blue Bulls will hit it on tomorrow.
Oh, is that it? That's it.
They do Monday, and Staten Island goes to Saratoga on Thursday, I think.
We did get on Facebook Live a message from Vinnie Tremarco that they were on their way about 6 o'clock on Friday.
That's great.
Little number in front, but foul. Hits this one deep to right, and this one is gone! You called it, Travis.
There it is.
Patrick Collins homers to right in the Blue Bulls for the first time in their 16-year history are the tournament champions.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Another last at-bat win, this time a walk-off homer. The first walk-off homer to decide this tournament, Travis. And it's cousin Patrick Collins makes a winner of Ben Harvey.
I got to tell you, I could not be more proud. The Blue Bulls, they've been here for a long time. They annoyed a lot of people early on when they were a little younger and a little rowdier. But it's great to see him pull it off. What a.
Dave Smallwood mentions kind of redemption for an error that he made earlier that allowed him to a run.
That's right, but and not only that, but they've been a fundraising team, one of the stronger teams year after year after year, and karma does pay off.
So Trav, I know thank you very much joining us on the broadcast. You have to get down there to present some smiley faces, the trophy, and a picture at the Rock. Can you send Brendan up for a quick moment when you get down there? And then we'll wrap up the webcast. Thanks very much, Travis Roy. Great job on the color and an excellent game here. Tip of the hat to Staten Island, 6th championship game appearance. And Patrick Collins makes a winner of the Blue Bulls. You guys can share this one, but first talk to the Collins brothers here. We've got Patrick Collins. Patrick, little redemption for that little misplay. Went deep, and how's it feel to finally win this tournament after 17 years, or 16 years of coming up here? I understand you were a pain in the butt the first came around, but now you're going out a winner.
You know, I mean, it's amazing. We've been in this 2 times before in the same situation. I've been the last out, strikeout both times.
Your last batter
so this
today.
Was a little redemption,
your last batter today. So, and you tip of the hat to Staten Island, 7th seed, came from behind just like they tied it in the game against the Crusaders, came from behind to get in here. and then they reach the final.
We always think of Staten Island as one of the top teams here, and regardless of whatever seed they were, they're always hard. They're always a difficult team to play. Joey Tyrone's a real class act, and we hold them in really high regard.
Well, enjoy everything. Thank you very much,
Thank
Patrick
you.
Collins with the game-winning homer. And now we'll talk to Brendan Collins, the captain and founder of the Blue Bulls. Have a seat right here just for a minute. We'll get you out on the celebration. But Brendan, it's been a long haul for yourself in this tournament. And you guys, yeoman's work, helping build the fields, fundraising and all that. Come up here, have some fun. Then Sunday is all about the competition, and finally you guys pulled it out.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a big win for us. Obviously, we've been to the spot a few times and just weren't able to get that big hit. And for Patrick, my brother to get that hit just means the world to me. It's awesome.
And we had Travis Roy doing the color for us for the championship game, so I watched that on the archive. And he pretty much called the home run.
Really?
He said he's due. He homered to get you guys here. Patrick homered earlier, and then kabam, the next pitch he went deep. So,
yeah.
But we do it all for Trav, and just as important as the victory for you guys, a record-setting $600,000+ and well over the $5 million mark. The drive for 5 now is we're ready to go for 6.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
closer to that now.
I remember when we came on this 15 years ago, we were really psyched. We raised $500. And, just that was the team admission fee. And we, got up to 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. Now we passed the 20,000 mark. I mean, that's what it's all about. Obviously, winning is awesome, but that's what we're here for.
Well, go down, collect your prize.
Thanks
Thank you very much, Brendan. Appreciate
Thank
everything. And have fun in Saratoga tomorrow. Brendan Collins going deep. We'll turn it over to Pat O'Connor down on the field.
As you know, we already hit our biggest number ever, and the number keeps going. So our total right now, they're still counting from the back, is 622,000. Thank you very much.
Hopefully you guys don't mind if I do give some credit to my family, my cousins. They've been trying for so long, and they've had some tough losses, and the fundraising that they have done, it's well deserved. There's a lot of karma that takes place out here, and that one was due. So congratulations, boys. So it's always. I know you guys are. I'm exhausted. I didn't freaking throw a ball, but again, the love that's out here on these two teams, the committee, anybody that's here has been here for a long time, in multiple years. So to know that we're going back to Boston to fund more research, to provide the grants that we do, it's just so special. The love, the pride that I have for all of you, it's just a treat. It's a gift to be a part of it. So be safe getting home. I know it's a long drive back to New York. Long drive back to these guys are all over the place
Next
too.
year, let's run ambient mic out to center field or something.
What a weekend! If you would just help out a little bit, pick up the chairs, the benches, the bats, and if anybody is looking for a blue bowl later on tonight, they'll be in Montreal. Anyways, congratulations, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
quick wrap up as the celebration will continue here. And really thank you everybody for joining us here on Pack Network Facebook Live. And thanks very much for, most of all, thanks very much for those who donated a nickel or anything to this tournament, whether it's a money or in-kind contribution, sweat included. A great weekend here. We thought we might have a little rain this afternoon, but nothing. What a great weekend, the best weekend of the year. Blue Bulls are your champion. Staten Island, your runner-up. Top seed wins it for the first time in many years. And tremendous competition on the field. And really thanks to Adam Polgreen, Brian O'Connor, the Pack Network, Kevin O'Connor, Stevie McAllister, the rest of the crew. And signing off here from Little Fenway in Essex, Vermont, the 2018 Travis Roy Foundation Wiffle Ball Championship in the books. Champion is Blue Bulls, but the real champion is the Travis Roy Foundation, as we've raised $622,000, a new record. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next year.